Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video. I appreciate it. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded. I've just been pretty friggin' busy. In fact, I actually bought this a couple of months ago and I'm just now getting around to messing with it. That's just how busy I've been. I'll tell you, for me, this was just a unnecessary impulse purchase. I actually picked this rod up used from another local South Florida fishing channel down here, the Fishing Nomad. And I will put all of his information down in the description below. In fact, I might even link his video where he did a little more of a comprehensive review on the rod itself. For me, this is more of a first impression. You guys know when I do my reviews, I like to actually put a good amount of time in with the gear before I tell you, thumbs up, thumbs down. I've only had a couple hours on the water with this thing, and enough for a first impression, but don't take this as a full-on review. Okay, so what this is, it's a St. Croix Panfish series rod. This is the 6'4" light power fast action model. As you can see, it's got this really cool like brown color to it. It's got some cork on the handle. I mean, overall, it's a slick looking rod. I do like it. MSRP on these things is about $130, I think, somewhere in that range. Under normal circumstances, I never would have bought it. But Arthur, the Fishing Nomad, gave a pretty good, what I thought was a fair price on it. And again, impulse buy. Why not? Now, I've got mine paired with this Okuma Epixor XT reel. Don't own a whole lot of Okuma reels. Well, that's mainly the reason I bought this one, because I want to get a little more Okuma in my arsenal. Okay, so overall, first impression. I really do like the color on the blank, this weird kind of brownish color. And I don't know how well it's showing up here, but I'll try to get some better pictures for you. Definitely something different. I basically have an arsenal of black rods with a little bit of some gray in there, but this brown, definitely something different, and I do like it. The handle, very, very comfortable handle. Very smooth plastic. Normally I prefer like an EVA kind of padding up here for when I'm using my spinning gear, but this one, very smooth plastic, very, very comfortable. This where you actually tighten it up on the reel seat, those grooves are good for tightening the reel on, but they don't get in my way on my hand. They're not uncomfortable in any way. I really do like the butt end of this thing. I've always thought cork was just a classy look. I really do enjoy it. All right, so like I said, I picked this thing up a couple of months ago, and I really haven't had much of a chance to mess with it. I'm hoping for some panfish, but I generally pull a bunch of small bass out of here, but I have seen plenty of tilapia, plenty of cichlid, so hopefully I can hook into something like that and see how the panfish rod handles panfish. Gotcha that time. Okay, we got a fish on finally. Ooh. Okay, just a dink, but I gotta change that hook. I don't like that hook. Just a dink, but first fish on the new gear. I'll tag him. There we go, got something on, got something on. Not fighting very hard. That's a little bass, I see him. Okay. I tell you what, this little guy really did not put up much of a fight. But look at him, he's skinny. I mean, it's a little skinny bass. I would say, I'm gonna get you back in there, bud. I'd say kind of, close enough to a panfish. I will say sensitivity was good. I felt him strike. That part was all good, but when it came to the fight, I don't know. Hook into a couple more and see. But so far, I might just prefer my ultralight. Oh, we get some pull on you. Come here. Come here. There we go. All right, you got some pull on you. Definitely better. All right, so Still nothing major, but for a panfish rod, this little guy actually put up a pretty decent fight. He's feisty. I'm gonna let him get out. That wasn't bad. There we go. Okay, whatever that is fighting pretty good. Got a little drag pull. Oh, it's a bass. Ooh, I tell you what, guys, from here, it looks like a pretty decent bass. Look at that. Might be my my PB out of this particular lake. I tell you what. Now I can feel this rod fight. As far as a panfish rod goes, whatever, but that is a decent sized largemouth. Come here, bud. Oh, okay, that was a very, very risky boat flip. But okay. That's a little better. I meant to do that on a panfish rod. Not too bad. Again, you can see them. Not too bad. Okay, I'm actually about to get a weight on him, but he's bleeding a little bit, so I think we're just going to get a release. Thank you for the fight, bud. I do greatly appreciate it. And off you go. Now that was a pretty great fight. Okay, first impressions. Overall, I'm going to say I like it. But let's break it down a little bit further and start with the reel. This size 20 Okuma, and again, I don't own a whole lot of Okuma stuff. This is a great reel. I really enjoyed that out there today. Nice positive click on the bail. The drag system, now obviously I wasn't pulling any monsters, but for a panfish reel, I think the drag functioned flawlessly. And I gotta tell you, it's a slick looking reel. The color scheme on it, it's got this kind of gunmetal gray with a little bit of a bronze and some black. Really good looking reel if that concerns you. Okay, now onto the rod. Very comfortable to fish. Lightweight, cast well, and again, just overall a comfortable rod to fish. The tip, definitely a little noodly. I don't know if I mentioned that while I was fishing, but a little more noodly than I'd like. It casts very well. As far as fight goes, I think that's where my big, I don't know, it's a light action rod. I'm used to fishing for panfish with ultralights, and maybe that's why it hit a little different for me. But even on those slightly larger bass that I caught, and obviously larger for what I was going for, the I don't know, the fight was just a little underwhelming. That's probably a good way to put it. I like that word. I've used that word in a few reviews, but it was a little underwhelming. I think, yeah, especially dollar for dollar, I'd almost prefer my ultralight gear to this light version. But again, first time on the water with it, only had a couple hours into it. I'm definitely going to keep fishing it, yeah, and see where it goes from here. Okay. One other thing I think is worth mentioning. I've got this spooled up right now with Suffix Nano Braid. I had never really messed with it before, and I did hear it was basically a panfish braid. I figured I'd give it a shot down here in Florida with all the grass and stuff I got to fish around. I thought maybe the braid would offer me, you know, maybe a little more, you know, oomph when I'm trying to pull some of these fish out of that grass. I do also have a 4-pound leader on it. I just felt this lake is crystal clear, and I just felt the leader would be helpful. But, and I don't know, maybe I need to pull out to Okeechobee and try pulling some crappie in the really thick stuff to see if the braid was worth spending 20 bucks on a spool. That larger bass that I reeled in, I came pretty close to losing him. I actually got a little bit of footage of this hook. Hook bent out pretty good, and I got the drag set, you know, pretty loose. I'm not going to blame that. I don't know if I really can blame the braid, but I've never had that happen on fluorocarbon, is all I'm saying. All right, so in conclusion, I still need a little more time with the thing. But again, first impressions, not bad. Is it worth the price point? I don't know. Again, I got to put a little more time on the water with it. I guess if you are a panfish enthusiast, maybe this is something to look into. But for now, I'm going to reserve judgment until I get a few more hours on the water with it at least. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video. I want to send a shout out to the Fishing Nomad for giving me a decent price on this rod. I really do appreciate it. Go check out his channel. I'm going to leave a link down below to the review he did on this rod. I think it was a little more comprehensive than the one that I'm doing. And if you've tuned into this video because you saw the title and you're interested in this rod, he did a pretty good job on his review. Go check that out. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and well, see you on the next one. Hopefully it don't take so long this time.